In this video, I'm going to go over the engineer's best primary weapon builds for elimination. A quick note before we begin, all of these builds that I'm about to show swap out extra ammo for extra damage. This works most easily when you are playing by yourself or if you are on a two-player team. However, if you are playing on a full team, you should consider taking the extra ammo over the extra damage, since there will be less ammo to spread around. For the best overclock-free primary weapon build, you will want this stubby, since it's the engineer's only primary weapon that has the option of extra weak point damage in its weapon mods. For the rest of the mods, you will want double extra damage, faster rate of fire, and improved magazine capacity. The reason why you don't want any electricity weapon mods is because dreadnoughts have a 50% resistance to electrical damage, so taking these mods would be ineffective. In Tier 2, taking recoil dampener is not a bad choice if you want to increase your effective range slightly, or if you're having problems with accuracy. But faster rate of fire is easily the best option for increasing your damage output. For the best overclock to go with this setup, I prefer well-oiled machine, but EM Fire Rebooster is acceptable as well. There's two excellent elimination builds for the Warthog. For the first build, we will look at the Warthog with the Cycle Overload Overclock. For the weapon mods, you will want extra magazine capacity, loaded shells, recoil dampener, extra damage, and faster rate of fire. Since this overclock already grants a high rate of fire, taking improved rate of fire in Tier 1 is redundant. In Tier 2, taking improved accuracy won't significantly help, since this overclock reduces accuracy so much. Since this weapon has such a high rate of fire, the recoil is very strong. Because of this, taking reduced recoil is the best choice, since it will make the weapon much easier to use. In Tier 4, taking Armor Breaker will be redundant, since all your soon-to-be-mentioned secondary weapon builds will have Armor Breaker. Tier 5, you can easily take Turret Whip without compromising your build. The reason why I put down improved rate of fire is just because I don't like Turret Whip, so either option is acceptable. For the second build, you will want the Warthog with the Magnetic Pellet Alignment Overclock. The reason why this overclock works is because of the weak point damage. Having weak point damage is always excellent for elimination missions. Also, this overclock is the only way for the Warthog to have extra weak point damage. For the weapon mods, you will want double improved rate of fire, extra pellets, increased magazine capacity, and extra damage. Since this overclock decreases your rate of fire, you need to double down on the weapon mods to make up for this. Taking improved accuracy in Tier 2 is redundant since this overclock already improves accuracy. In Tier 3, I'd place extended magazine capacity and improved reload speed at the same values, but since I prefer extended mags, that's what I'm going to put down. For the best smart rifle build, you will want the Executioner Overclock, and for this build you will need extra damage, micro lens, smart targeting software, shutter speed sensor, and unstable lock mechanism. In Tier 2, micro lens is the best option for targeting individual targets. In Tier 3, none of these options are going to help against the Dreadnought. I prefer smart targeting software to help save ammo when dealing with grunts, but taking super blow-through rounds is acceptable as well. In Tier 4, shutter speed sensor will make it easier to utilize the bonuses of this weapon, and aperture extension does not. In Tier 5, you will be taking unstable lock mechanism since it enhances your already strong damage bonuses even further. The other two mods are useless against dreadnoughts since you can't shock dreadnoughts with this weapon and they are immune to fear. A final note about this weapon is that it is very effective against Glyphid dreadnoughts and the dreadnought twins if you can get their armor off. However, you will struggle a bit against the dreadnought Hive Guard since it has the smallest weak points. Thanks for watching. I plan to release a second video detailing the engineer's best secondary weapons to take into elimination. If you have any questions about this build, please leave them in the comments and I will answer them as best I can.